This video is for adult collectors. Hi everyone, this is a video review of the Transformers Generations Selects Legacy DK2 Guard. You may know this, most of you may know this, myself included, as a black version of Ironhide. Glad I was able to get this at Ross for a considerable discount. You can see it used to be like $26. I got it for just $9. And you can see the artwork on the front continue onto the side here. Around the back, not much going on here, except you see some of these lines continuing from the other sides of the box, and here you can see on the bottom edge there's some words and info for the figure. It says here it's DK2 Guard. I actually haven't opened this yet, so I'm going to cut it open with an X-Acto knife. Right, so knife seems to be going in there smoothly, so I'm not cutting a piece of the cardboard inside. I just need to get the sticker cut open, and then let's put it up. Let's take a look. I can see the Transformers Legacy logo inside as well. See, there's also a pattern inside the box, just like we saw with the G2 Megatron from Legacy. And here it is. And as I've said earlier, it's like a black version of Ironhide. Let's take this out. Unlike the Megatron, doesn't come, it's not like plastic tray, so I think once I take it out, it's probably gonna stay out. And it's tied here, the back. I guess I couldn't tie this one, but the other ones here seem to be on here pretty tight, so yeah, just cut these off just to save some time. So it seems to be easy. I mean, some space between the ties and the figures, so I'm not like cutting, scratching any part of the figure at all as I'm doing this. Alright, so here's a figure. Unfortunately, it seems like the shoulders are a bit not very tight here, but at least the shoulder joint is in the arm. Let's check out the other articulation. Looks like elbow bends 90 degrees, knees bend 90 degrees. I think this is like a reuse of the Siege Ironhide. Design. I think it's with some newly molded parts, but legs look the same. Legs go up, out. Legs can go back and forth. Let's check out the knees. I think I did this before. Unfortunately, I don't remember short-term stuff quite so well. You got some ankle pivot here, which is really good. No up and down, unfortunately. We got thigh swivel here, hands on a ball joint. Whoops. Looks like it's on there pretty tight. It doesn't go. Doesn't seem like there's much movement here. You can see it's a black version of Ironhide, but it still has red, even though it's not the main color, like on the face and thighs, to break up all the black. Yeah, so pretty much all the articulation you'd expect from Ironhide. It still got red, so it even feels like Ironhide, which is like a more darker version of the character, because it's mostly black. We'll also take out this gun here. Unlike the Studio Series, it comes with one. I was one of the people who tried to pre-order the Earthrise, Ironhide, and Prowl 2-pack. I missed out on it. Mainly because I think what happened is I accidentally ordered it, but to ship it without accidentally chose not to ship it with an extra outer box. So a couple of weeks later I realized this, and I canceled it and I reordered it again, and I guess that caused my order to be late, so I was one of the ones who didn't get it, unfortunately. I'm glad I got some version of the Ironhide figure right now. So I think this is from the Diaclone universe. Unfortunately, it doesn't say Diaclone on the instructions, nor does it say Diaclone anywhere on the box. I'm not completely sure. Although I doubt it's appeared in any of the cartoons or comic books, since I've seen most of them. And out here, looks to be black with some silver painted on most of it. You can still see a lot of the black showing through here, unfortunately. So you can put this shield on his shoulder, so it covers his whole arm. You can also stick it on the back. You can also just push this part out and hold the his sled thing like a gun. It's kind of weird because he doesn't actually have a sled thing in the cartoon. It was mainly the original vintage G1 toy that had it, so it's you can just have it like this. The instructions also say you can just open the sled thing up and put the gun here. I'm not sure what's the practical application of this, aside from just having a sled like that vintage toy that didn't even look like Ironhide in the cartoon. The original Ironhide toy looked more like some kind of Robotech or Metal Gear Solid walking tank. Yeah. So obviously this design is not as accurate to the G1 cartoon as the Studio Series 86 Ironhide. I know this is a completely different recolor. Although it's just a recolor, I think every aspect of this design was the same in the Earthrise Ironhide release. Still didn't like missing out on it, but I'm glad I got this figure at Ross to make up for not having that one. Still, it's a nice figure. Design very much resembles Ironhide. It has all the articulation you'd expect from a Generations figure, and at the time when the Earthrise Ironhide came out, I thought it was a worthy successor to the Siege Ironhide design, a natural evolution of the character, as we're getting the War for Cybertron figures in the Earth modes. We see them most of the time in the G1 cartoon. Let's transform this. It's fairly straightforward, so let's see. Get the head off, of course. Flip. I think you're supposed to pull this out a bit. Be careful. The silver paint here could collide with the crotch. Fortunately, I bought more than one of these at Ross because they had them lunch on sale. So you may not necessarily want to go in the order I'm doing it now, but this is just going to give you an idea of how it transforms. It's colliding with the crotch again, so I'm not. If I should just force this through. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to the arms in here, so it's turn. Force this whole thing to turn around. I think I might be too hasty here with this. Get these arms here, and that definitely just have an easier time of going around. Stick these arms together. Oddly enough, these tabs don't go into these arms. They do go into this hole here. You're transferring it back, but you're supposed to get these tabs on the sides into these slots in the arms. So once you got all this figured, it's fairly straightforward. You just get everything else about the vehicle into place, put the sled back on top. Boom. Got Ironhide, his vehicle. DK2 Guard in his vehicle mode. I might call him Ironhide accidentally. I'm gonna stick the gun on. Yeah, so pretty typical Ironhide design for the vehicle mode. Unfortunately, you got the leg sticking out. Has-tack didn't do anything to fold these in. So it's transformed back. Alright, so take the gun off, of course, and take the sled off. I'm trying to pull this whole thing off. So as we discussed earlier, let's tab into this hole here. Whoops, that panel might come off every now and then. And let's see, you want to get this off. You want to turn this whole thing around. Let's see. Looks like a big gap between the torso and the crotch because I'm trying to force it through earlier in the transformation. Anyways. And here is DK2 Guard back in his robot mode. Yeah, so once again, it's a very nice figure. Looks very much like Ironhide. Even though it's objectively not as good as the Studio Series 86 Ironhide we got afterwards. I don't know, I keep referring to Ironhide because that's what's basically what this reminds me of. Because I know where this character is from. I think it's from version of Diaclone. After he gets like the head and looks more comes a sentient robot or looks more humanoid. Transformation is fairly straightforward. Oh wait, I forgot to put this panel back on here. I'll try to get it to match the other side. It goes on this way. Sled accessory wasn't accurate to the TV show. I mean, Ironhide never had one. At least the vehicle mode, for the most part, looks accurate to what his vehicle mode looks like. So even though it's a bit outdated in terms of accuracy and engineering, it's still a really cool figure. I like how it still gives an Ironhide like vibe, a dark Ironhide vibe. Plus, I'm glad I got this at Ross for a discount. Please like this video, and if you do, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it for my review. Bye.